Hey there, Internet. Did you miss us? As always, to my left is Jacob,
And as per tradition, on my right is Niall.
and apparently you're watching the Readiness Report. Now, you've probably noticed that, again, we're not at the store. That's because we didn't want to interrupt the games that
We
are going.
didn't feel like going into work today, so we're filming again in our super secret bunker location.
Alright. Well, today we're going to be going back to the X-Wing Miniatures game from Fantasy Flight Games.
And we're not discussing Away this time.
Right, we're going over the Imperial Aces box set that just came out, which isn't considered part of a wave.
So, how do you feel about this box?
Well, Jacob, I have issues with this set.
Of course you do.
Now, I'm pretty well versed in the Star Wars universe, and I've read the comics that these Royal Guard pilots come from. And I didn't recognize the Red TIE Interceptor when Fantasy Flight announced this set, so I did some research.
Of course you did.
As it turns out, the Royal Guard TIE is only mentioned one place in the entirety of the expanded universe. In Star Wars Galaxies, there was an expansion, and in that expansion, Imperial pilot characters could unlock the Red TIE Interceptor as part of a quest. That's it. That's the one place it's been mentioned. And we're talking about a video game here that once had an expansion that included Life Day celebrations. So I wouldn't consider much of what that game did as canon anyway. Since, Lucas has declared the holiday special completely uncanon. And it's the one thing he's specifically done that with.
If you don't know what Life Day is, I recommend you keep it that way.
On top of the fighter itself, I have an issue with Kurt Kanos and Karner Jax being pilots in this set. They're not fighter pilots, let alone super elite fighter pilots. The only thing Kurt Kanos ever flies is a Lambda shuttle and an X-Wing that he learns to fly while trying to learn about the way Luke Skywalker thinks so he can kill him better. And if you look at the Wikipedia page for Karner Jax, the words pilot, fly, and interceptor never even appear on there.
Now that you've got that out of your system, how do you like the other ship?
Oh, I'm super excited for it. I'm really excited to have more Saber Squadron action. And I don't dislike what the Royal Guard TIE introduces gameplay wise. If they did just put in another Saber Squadron ship with two pilots who were actually fighter pilots that had the same abilities and stats as Kanos and Jax for the same points, I'd have been completely happy with that.
Yeah, this new set does add a lot to the game. My two favorite additions to this pack are the Royal Guard TIE Interceptor title card, which allows you to get 2 modifications to your ship. The best part about it, it's free. The other additions are the targeting computer, which gives you a target lock in your action icons, and the hull upgrade, which upgrades your ship by 1 hull value.
So how are the pilots with this set then?
They're all really elite pilots. The strangest thing that I have found is that 2 of the named pilots, Kurt Kanos and Lieutenant Lore, do not get elite pilot traits. Now I think that's a little offset by their pilot ability. Lieutenant Lore can get a stress token and use the bank maneuver for his barrel rolls, and Kurt Kanos can use his evade tokens to add hits to his rolls.
So we're about to run through a match here using the new ships versus a Rebel fleet. I'm playing the Rebels over here. I've got 2 Green Squadron pilots with concussion missiles and 2 Red Squadron pilots with proton torpedoes. Pretty straightforward and simple.
Alright, and I chose to escort a bounty hunter carrying a rebel captive and shield upgrade with Kurt Kanos, who has the Royal TIE upgrade, the stealth device and a shield upgrade, and Lieutenant Lorne, thank you, with the Royal TIE upgrade, a hull upgrade, and a stealth device.
Alright. I believe those 2 have shots before I do, so.
Okay. Question is, much?
The asteroid.
I'm gonna shoot the A-wing.
Oh.
3 dice. Straight up. 1 hit.
Dodged.
Okay. Lieutenant Lore.
Shooting at the A-wing again?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna spend that focus.
Could you not?
3 hits.
Oh my. Well, I'll go ahead and use his dodge and take 2 to the shields. Alright. Alright, so time for shooting.
Kirkanos is gonna go first.
It's gonna be a little weird. This whole situation is kind of screwed up over here.
Yeah, so he's gonna get 4 dice on that A-wing.
On the A-wing?
Mm-hmm. 3 hits. Not bad.
1 dodge. On that A-wing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, no, that's it for that A-wing.
Okay. Was hoping for that. Wasn't quite sure. I'm gonna shoot at the X-wing with the lieutenant. Straight up. I'm gonna spend my focus. 2 hits. 1 is a crit.
Nothing, but so you just take out the shield.
Yep. Your guys.
So
Lieutenant
Lieutenant
will
Lauren shooting at
the X-wing. Why not?
because they're the good guys and they should win.
I'm gonna spend my focus. 3 hits. 1 is a crit.
No dodges. So get through my shields and take a damage.
1 crit.
Blinded pilot. Next time you attack, you do not roll any attack dice. I put this card face down.
Oof. That's a relief.
Kirkanos is first.
Can't shoot anything.
Lieutenant Laurel.
Laurel.
Laurel?
Laurer.
Laurel?
Laurer. I'm gonna screw that name up a lot.
There's probably someone on YouTube right now like, oh, they keep saying it wrong.
You can't please everyone. I'm gonna shoot at that X-wing. Range 2.
Why would you do a silly thing like that?
Hope for the best. 1 hit.
Dodge twice. Can I keep one of those extra dodges for next time?
Alright, your X-wing.
Can I?
Yeah, you can shoot him.
How's the asteroid coming into play here?
I get another touch die.
Yeah, of course you do.
I get tons. Like I said, they're not that good.
If I wound you,
you get a cookie.
It'll be amazing.
You get a cookie.
Yeah, I'm shooting Lieutenant Laurel. I'll use a focus and make that a hit.
Alright.
2 hits and a crit. Why not?
Alright, so 3 base. 1 for the asteroid, 1 for range, and 1 for the stealth device.
It's really insulting that you keep taking my dice to do this. Holy crap!
2!
Holy crap! I damaged it.
Yes, you did. Told you they weren't that impressive. So the stealth device goes away. And you did a crit?
Goodness. 2 hits and a crit.
Okay.
That's what I rolled.
Direct hit counts as 2.
Boom.
So I have 2 left. Because I have a hull upgrade.
Right.
I do believe Kirkanos goes first.
You don't have to. I mean,
I insist.
He doesn't have to go. That's all I'm saying.
You were at range 2, sir. I'm going to shoot at that A-wing.
Could you not?
I like doing it. 2 heats.
Oh,
and I'm going to spend this to give me another hit.
Oh, I'm glad I focused.
1 crit then.
Is that going to kill this thing? No. It's got a shield left. Yeah! Okay,
Lieutenant Laurel. It's going to be a running joke. The internet's going to hate us. Range 2. I'm going to spend that focus. Get 2 hits.
Sigh.
What?
Was it 2 regular hits?
1 and a crit.
1 and a crit. And that crit is Stun the Pilot. After you execute a maneuver that causes you to overlap either another ship or an obstacle token, suffer 1 damage.
Ouch.
You know, I'd say it's not that bad, but I haven't had the best record with that this game.
Nope.
Well, he's gonna shoot back at you.
You do that.
There's that range 2.
Yes, sir.
Whiff, 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 whiff.
That was a whiff. That was
All misses.
quite the whiff.
Well, you know, he's stunned.
True.
Well,
so
you
no
can't,
action for me.
You can't shoot this turn. Does the fire spray have any? Well, we'll get to that in a second.
I don't think I do. Maybe.
So, X-Wing here. Hey, buddy. Jeez.
My apologies.
Oh, yeah. Well, he finally gets to use that proton torpedo.
Mm-hmm.
4 dice. Lose the torpedo card. Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
That's rough.
1 crit.
1 crit.
Because of the special ability of the proton torpedo itself.
Alright, and I don't get any range bonus.
That's really depressing. Really disappointing.
I'm gonna use focus.
Yeah, screw you, buddy.
Woof. That could have ended a lot worse.
Alright. A-Wing's gonna shoot at Lieutenant Lar.
Ooh.
Assuming range 2. Yep.
Nothing. Your dice just went cold. They got cold feet. They're just not into it.
Alright.
They weren't feeling it.
Can, Fire Spray... Fire Spray can shoot.
You're gonna get extra dice. All day, air day. Bam! Use the focus. 1 hit.
Well, I really need 1 more die, but I'm just gonna roll these, and,
use your focus.
Well, give me another one. Turns out I actually need it. Yeah, alright, there we go. Dodged. Alright, is that another turn? Alright, Carcano shoots first.
Sir.
At the X-Wing.
Yes, sir.
Long range.
3 dice. Nothing.
Alright, I'm just going to put those back down.
My dice were not in that one either.
Alright, Lieutenant Lar.
Lure. Two.
Yeah, range 2.
Lure. He was feeling it a little more.
And he would have focused too if he hadn't ran into Kirkanos. Alright, well, he's dead.
Ooh.
Bluey.
1 more off there. Ugh. That's a relief.
Alright, I'm going to shoot your fire spray. Point blank range.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and throw in that extra die right there.
It's gonna hurt.
Maybe. Yeah, it's going to hurt. 4 hits.
Take a stress.
Where was that before?
Focus.
So it'll take
2
2 damage.
And 2. 1, 2. I am halfway there.
Not
and
close enough.
right back at you, buddy.
Yeah, because...
I don't know if this is gonna work. 2. It's something, you know. Hitting a crit.
That's enough to kill it.
Yay!
I have an A-Wing left, and he can't shoot this turn. Awesome.
Back to maneuvers.
Alright, so this is probably, I'm guessing, going to be the last turn.
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, I mean, come on, dude. There's no way I can pull this out from here.
You'd be surprised. So I put a focus token on, or a dodge token on Kirkanos in order to use his ability. And at range 3, I roll 3 dice, not 4.
Alright, you going to use that dodge before or after I roll?
Before.
Alright, you going to use that? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to add 1 hit.
Alright.
For 1.
Even if I use the focus to turn that 1 focus into a dodge, it wouldn't matter. It's going to be enough to kill it.
Okay. Well, good game.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There was a lot of firepower
And
looking at you.
you were worried. You were saying the interceptors are so fragile. I'm like, you're rolling 8 million dice for dodge, dude.
I took a lot of what I thought would help negate the
Like I
weaknesses
said,
of it.
you were worried, and you had no reason to be.
So that was pretty devastating there at the
Yeah,
end.
that was kind of rough on me.
Definitely would recommend this set for any Imperial players. It's not the end-all be-all solution. You will not automatically win games with it, but it was a lot of fun. It took a lot of finesse.
Yeah, but I mean, you still didn't. You didn't use the pilot abilities that much. You didn't use the barrel roll from Lieutenant Lore at all.
No, I did not. In hindsight, the amount of keogram turns I was taking, I kind of wish I had taken that other fella that you can switch him. But I did use Carnajax a couple of times to get,
Kurkanos?
or Kirkano, sorry, thank you. Yeah, his ability came in a couple of times, not that broken, and he's not that expensive, so realistic.
Yeah, but I mean,
The upgrades,
the
or the
upgrades
modifications, sorry. The modifications, I think I could have gone better off with a targeting computer,
definitely
for
with a
sure.
better.
The stealth device I included because that's one of the weaknesses
You
of
were
an
so
interceptor.
worried about losing your interceptors every time you field them, and I don't know why. I don't understand it.
Those green dice just aren't with me all the time.
But you know, it would definitely would have been better off with the targeting computer, and the whole upgrade didn't really come into play. You only took 1 damage on one of your ships.
Right.
You know, but I can see how that could be useful. It's just you had so much other stuff stacked on that added to your dodge dice.
Yeah, this was a very, very elite group that I made.
Right. And you know, I could see definitely worth getting. Like you said, if you're an Imperial player, even if it doesn't make sense for Kurkanos to be in the pilot seat of a TIE Interceptor at all,
Or Carnajax,
or Carnajax for
for
that
that
matter.
matter.
But yeah, so that's it for this episode of the Readiness Report. If you like our video, click subscribe below and check out our other episodes from our show. Also, check out some of the other videos from our store on there. If you're interested in X-Wing, check out our events calendar on our website at shopofmagic.com. We run monthly X-Wing tournaments on there, so you can come check that out.
And we try to keep up with leagues quite often.
We keep up with leagues and stuff like that for X-Wing. Also, follow us on Twitter at Shop of Magic. Like us on Facebook to get more gaming industry news and updates.
It's our trap!